We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Mike Rogers, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First offering on its way. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 43 on the year for him. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steven Gonzalez. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Well, the beat goes on with
trying to pick things up where we left off, Mike Rogers. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. On to first, and they get them both. Now at the plate, Rob Pena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 2-2. Left field and deep. Rogers ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Rogers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Certainly a home run worthy of show track, and we see here that ball was blasted off the bat at 116 miles an hour. The distance wasn't too shabby either.
Digging in once again, Darren Norman.
The designated hitter, Darren Norman.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Rogers is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Rogers over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready to take his hacks again, Mike Rogers, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Wilson Ramos.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they cut. Ready once again, Darren Norman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Darren Norman.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Rogers facing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Altuve rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as it's now an 8-4 ball game.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career.
First open of the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. It's Astros. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Rogers. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's George Springer, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
Springer.
Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. It's up and out of here into the archway.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away from it.
Digging in, Derek Fisher, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rogers is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So coming to the plate, Mike Rogers.
Left fielder, Mike Rogers.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Springer is right there, 1 down. So striding forward now, Mike Rogers. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Marisnick is there as he makes the catch, and they'll. Next up for the Stros, Chris Owings. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. High in the air and deep to left center field. Rogers racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter
So stepping in, Mike Rogers. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Springer back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs.
The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. These two will have a likely impact in this series. Game 1. Stepping in, Mike Rogers. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Whoa, give me a break. That landed in Heritage Park. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 46 now for him on the season. And the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now at the plate, Mike Rogers. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Rogers, the former Chicago White Sox. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
So he's aboard again with his 2nd hit of the game here in the top of the 3rd. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Rogers leads off second with nobody out. Two and one to the A's first baseman.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Lined into right, a base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1. standing in, Mike Rogers. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
At the plate, Jose Medina. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Striding into the box, Mike Rogers. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped weakly to the left. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased. Striding in for the Indians, Wellington Castillo, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Fowler going back on it, and they have taken the lead. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Rogers. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. 8-5 tonight. Cleveland used a 3-run 7th to help propel.